God's provision is productive. God will often take his own thoughts in a process that will bring us to our provision. A process that changes us. We're blessed by how the provision comes to our lives, often more than the provision itself.
Yes.
Faith and revelation.
Yes.
Everything God gives to us comes with a higher purpose.
Yes, that's good.
Amen. So don't just think if God give it to you, that's it.
That's it.
No. If he give it to you, it's something he wants you to do.
Yes.
Okay. Just because God gave it, okay, you don't pray that, Lord, if you bless me with this new job, what this, that, or ever, amen, I'm going to do this and that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give you this child. Yeah, I'm talking like God now, okay? You ain't going to find this in the Word. You don't say this stuff in the Word now. I'm going to give this to you. You know how Mama used to tell us. But when I give this to you, you got to do what you say.
Yes.
Keep your part of the bargain.
That's right.
Amen. So that is what God, everything God gives us comes with a higher purpose. Amen. And sometimes it's not just simple as keeping our promise. He wants to see if you can really sacrifice some stuff. Amen. Abraham wasn't ready for the provision until he'd been changed by the process. Amen. Everything that comes up with God, there's a process.
Yes.
Amen. And during the process, there's also a change.
Yes.
Amen. You can't stay the same way and going through the process.
Say that.
Amen. If you do something that's wrong, a change is have to come.
Yes.
Amen. On the way to our provision, we'll become worshipers. What Abraham made clear to everyone with him was that he'd come to worship. The sacrifice wasn't an act to appease an angry God. To the Jews, it was an act of worship and adoration.
Yes.
That's the burnt offering. Are you willing to worship God before we see the deliverance in our lives? Amen. God says that we must worship him in what?
Spirit and truth.
And in truth. Or do we in reality worship the blessing instead of worshiping the blesser? Amen. See, now that's what you got to sit and ask yourself. If I'm worshiping to see the deliverance in our lives, or not just worshiping to worship instead of worshiping the blesser.
Yes.
Who is the blesser?
Jesus.
First off, who is the blesser?
Yes. Amen. Jesus.
Amen. Are we worshiping God, the Father, and Jesus the Son? Or are we just worshiping? Amen. I'll let that sink in. We're going on. How do you handle the lean time? Disasters or loss? Those that know the security of his provision aren't afraid to worship beforehand.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Even though I'm going through,
Yes.
I still have a mind to worship.
Say that.
Amen. Chaos may be on every hand, but I'm going to worship.
Amen.
Amen. Still I worship when sickness in my body.
That's right.
Because I know he'll heal after a while.
Yes.
Amen. I'm worshiping God and they don't repo my car.
Yes.
Because I know he'll give me that.
Yes.
Amen. When you got these things in mind, amen, then you know that you're in the process.
Yes.
Amen. To worship when everybody else pointing fingers and laughing.
Yes.
But you still holding your hands up to God.
Yes.
And still say, Father, I love you.
Yes.
Amen. Then that's where you know you are a true worshiper. Amen.
Amen.
On the way to becoming, on the way to our provision, we'll become givers.
Yes.
We are, when we truly realize that God is our provider, we aren't afraid to let go of what he has given us.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. If God gave it to me, why can't I give it out?
Amen.
Amen. We know that there's more where that comes from.
Yes.
Sometimes God will use his provision to test our life.
What you say?
Isaac represented to Abraham the promise of the future provision. Amen. When we're going through, amen, and we're asking God to provide, amen, he'll do these things to see if you're really standing where you say you're standing. Are you willing to let go of what I've given you before to receive what I have for you now? Are we secure in provision or in the provider? Generosity flow from those who has had a revelation of the Jehovah Jireh in their lives.
That's right.
Elijah came out of nowhere and did nothing and didn't look like much, excuse me, but he begged the widow woman for some bread. Amen. Sometimes we, and I had to check myself in this apostle. Amen. Because we know we have some people coming around and all they do is beg. Amen. And then we so quick to say, okay, I ain't giving. And you know you got to help the person. Amen. But see, that's where your spirit of discernment should kick in. Amen. Because the Bible says that we entertain angels unaware. Amen. And then he also spoke in Matthew's. Amen. He began to say, I was naked and you clothed me not. Hungry, you fed me not. Amen. And then you keep on going down, and then we ask, well, Lord, when? They said, Lord, when did these things come? Amen. And he began to break it down. And then sometimes we have beggars out there that are sent by God to really help us. Amen. Amen. Just like Elijah, he didn't look like much. Amen. Done been walking and running all day. I believe his clothes are raggedy because he sat down by the brook. Amen. The brook dried up. Now he needed something to eat. Amen. And then he went to this widow woman. Amen. And first thing she said, I ain't got but enough of meal for me and my son. This our last supper. Amen. But when you really get the vision, amen, and you really know that God is talking through the individual, the blessing will come. Amen. Because when she really sat down and did what Elijah asked, her barrel never went empty. Amen. And that's what God is getting us to see when the leader is giving out the vision, and we begin to act toward it. Amen. We can dig in our pocket, and we'll never be broke. Amen. But first we got to catch the vision. Amen. She was preparing for her last meal. But Elijah let her know that if you give to God's servant, the Jehovah Jireh will step into your situation and provide the rest of the family. One loaf of bread brought an entire season of provision for her.
Amen.
One loaf. And all the apostles asked us for just a little bit. I'm stepping on my toes with this as well. And then we had like, we can't give nothing. But all she gave was one loaf. All Elijah asked for, and if you really get into the scripture, it wasn't even a loaf of bread. It was like a little pancake. Amen. And that's all she gave. And then her house was full of blessings. Because she got her little 2 sticks in her meal, she said. And said that was it. But when you give out of, as Pastor Jones over there said, obedience, and you know that this is what you need. Amen. She done said that, okay, this is all I got, and I'm going to prepare this for me and my son, and we going to die. Okay, but she know that if she had more, that she'll live. So I imagine in my mind, she'll say, okay, man of God, I'm going to do what you say. To really see if God is working in you. Amen. And when she did that, she caught that sacrifice and began to work in faith. Amen. Amen. When she let her faith kick in to go ahead and make her last little bit of meal she see to provide for the man of God. God made a way for her. And it tells that her barrel never went empty until God brought forth rain upon the land. Why did he wait till it rained? Because when the rain comes, the flowers in the mill can come up.
Yes.
She can get more. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So don't wait until, amen, you're in the drought.
Yes.
Do it while you got a time now. Amen.
Amen.
God's provision is everlasting. Abraham wouldn't leave that place until he declared it a memorial to Jehovah Jireh. Not a memorial to something or someone that has been, but to serve as a reminder of the God who is forever Jehovah Jireh.
Yes.
His provision is eternal in time and unlimited in supply.
Amen.
His provision will forever be near to those who trust him.
Yes, sir.
Upon hearing the voice of God, Abraham heard something in the bush behind him and turned and found a ram caught in the undergrowth. How near was God's provision when Abraham needed it? Often God surprises us with when he discovers that his provision is right under our nose. Amen. Right there where we need it to be.
Yes.
But we can't see it. Amen. Amen. He is now the provision as well as the provider. Some scholars believe that the very site that Abraham dipped the blood of that ram would be the place that Jesus became the substitute, our lamb of provision.